Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Mini Mondays. I am so glad you're here with me today. Today we're going to be discussing my favorite mini accessories that go in my Happy Planner Mini. So, now, this is in no particular order. I love all of these accessories, so we're just going to start shooting. This little bad boy is going to get moved out of the way actually, but back for some other stuff maybe. The first accessory that I think is absolutely can't live without it, amazing, love it so much, is this stretchy band. I know it seems so silly, and I think this is technically sized, well, it fits it fine, but I think this could be sized to fit a classic size planner. But what I love about it, I used to have the deluxe cover on the mini, and it just got too bulky, and it just really wasn't working for me, so I pulled it off. This fits so good. It fits so good. And it really just kind of helps keep everything in. There is room to expand. I don't have a chunky planner, but those of you who do, it definitely helps. It also helps if you have things that might fall out the bottom just to catch it so it wouldn't actually do that. Absolutely love, love, love the stretchy band. Okay, the next Happy Planner accessory for my mini that I love so much is sticky notes. These sticky notes are actually from the Glam Girl. I have not used all of them, so I definitely just keep it with me. But when you are on the go and you might want to take a little tiny note that belongs in your main planner, there's nothing better than being able just to grab a sticky note, write it down, and then when you get home, take it from that location off to another location. And it really helps to keep things in order and keep things on track. I love that ability about the sticky notes. And of course, they're just amazing in all shapes and forms. If you are not one of those who has a Happy Planner, I think sticky notes are available in most planners that you can buy, and you can either just tape them to the side or you can glue them in or whatever really works to make it so you can have them in your planner. I think they are an essential role in any planner, minis especially, because then you can take that content, that information, a little note here and there, and grab it and pull it out and put it in your actual planner. So that is another. Now, moving on. The next mini accessory is filler paper, specifically these papers, and I will tell you why. They are what I would consider, although they are not necessarily marketed for your mini, like Happy Planner is not like, oh, these are mini accessories. They're the perfect size for your mini, and they kind of act as your half sheet mini paper. So you have your half sheets that everyone knows and loves for your classic, and you have half sheets for your big. They don't ever make half sheets for your mini, but that is what this would be. Yeah, so this would be the best and most equal version in my mind to what's considered a half sheet. It serves the same purpose, but what's really great about it is that these are easy to pull from one planner to the next. So, you can pop it into your planner after you've taken the notes that you need to take while you're out and about, and you are good to go. These are also thin. I mean, all the papers are really probably the same size, but like adding a few of these is not going to make your mini super, super thick. But once the information's on there, just pull it out. There is a bunch of different kinds. I bought this from the Socialite release. I think I bought it from Joann's. I might have bought it from the direct from when I bought from Happy. I don't know. But it was from the Socialite set. But they have tons of different ones like this. They're coming out with more for the spring release that are this size. These, I think I got this one. I think this one was the one that came in the big box set from Joann's. But what's nice about these versus these, they're basically the same thing, except these are individual and they're a little bit thicker paperweight than these. These are a little bit thinner. They're close, but a little bit thinner. These are on like connected at the top so you can tear them off. But they also have this nice little header that can be seen above outside of the planner, so you can like mark it down if you have something specific that you want to mark it as. But just keep in mind, every time you tear a page away, that top part's torn with it, so you have to rewrite whatever you want to rewrite on there. But it is nice to have that note as part of it. So these are great. Along with my paper muchness. I don't know what you want to call it. These coordinated accessory pack, these pre-punched cardboard little cardstock, these are really thick. These are thicker, a little bit thicker than a half sheet piece of paper. They're really nice paperweight. They come in all the bottom of the coordinated. They're always have different ones, but you know, the idea is the same in all of them. They all kind of have little checklists or to-dos or whatever. I use these things like all the time, probably 3, 4, 5 a week, all the time. I make my little daily notes cards on them and then I throw them away. I use these like nonstop. What's really nice about them is that if you do have some on-the-go stuff, these fit in the mini planner like really, really well. And then you can move it from one planner to the next, but they're so perfect for mini, and I just love them. I also think that the stickers that are involved in these, a lot of times, I think they're technically sized for the classic, but a lot of them go really well in mini planners as well. So keeping one of these on hand for your mini is great. And they do give you a few sticky notes if you want to cut this apart too. I've never done that, but I have seen people cut it apart or pull these. The sticky notes are kind of on their own plastic thing. So if you pull that portion out of it, you can stamp it or whatever and put it in your planner directly. So great ways to keep this coordinated accessory packs go great for the mini. Another great accessory, we have just so many accessories to go. These little, and these are great. I love them for the mini over the big because my big just gets over encompassed with things. These are really great to like mark your page, and they stay in really well with the mini, but they just also make it look super fun, and that's part of the love of my life is making things look fun. So anything that's like this, they sell these. These are not, and these are Happy Planner ones, but you could buy any type of paper clip like that with a little flare on the end will be sufficient, and that you can get that in like lots of different places. So Happy Planner is just one place that you can get those. All right, of course, this is once again for all planners all the time, always. But one thing I love without a shadow of a doubt in the love of my planner life is dashboards. I am pretty much a fan of dashboards. Sorry. I'm pretty much a fan of dashboards in most circumstances anyways, because I just feel like they provide the best like division and extra place to plan. You can put sticky notes on here and like write things down, take extra notes, kind of expand your page a lot of times. So I really feel like value-wise they're great, but I have labeled them at the top. This one's my shopping tab, and if I have any coupons or anything that I want to take with me, it's great to have it in your mini so you know what you're doing and really keep those sections divided in your planner. I think any planner is not complete without a dashboard, but I also think mini is no exclusion to that, so make sure you get a dashboard for your planner. All right, now this is another great thing. I did a video on this for your on-the-go budgeting, but these little envelopes, they are a plastic envelope. They're very secure. I'm going to show you. Well, let's do this because that's too big. I'm just going to shove that in there and close it. They're very secure. They will stay closed. This is obviously probably the length of thickness that you'd probably realistically like want to go, which would be a size of this. But great for what in my mind is cash. A lot of people are doing the cash envelope system for budgeting. This is a great way to do it and kind of keep track of it for what it is. I do mine every so often. I rewrite over here, rip this sticker off and redo it. I'm in the process of redoing it now, but it is a great way to keep track of things and keep everything in one place. Business cards are great to keep in here if you have a business or you have business cards and you want them with you. And in your planner, it's a great way to have them as part of that too. So if you buy a pack of these, there's normally 3 in a pack. 2 are, I don't have one with me, but 2 are larger, and then you only get one smaller one. Smaller ones fits in the mini. The big one will kind of go over outside here a little bit. Doesn't really bother me any, but for those of you who are like super concerned about that, I would just, it does go out a little bit. So you want to make sure you get this size. I've also seen a lot of people that don't have many sell these sizes on like the buy, sell, trade groups because they don't want this size because they don't have a mini and it's too small for their other planners. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Okay, I'm going to go through this last couple here. Skinny Washi. So I love washi. It's not my favorite decorative way to plan, but I do think that it can be a way to make your planner look decorated even really without doing a whole lot. But the skinny just fits really well inside the mini. So it doesn't overwhelm it. It adds a pop of color without it being no particular skinny washi. These are just the ones I grabbed. But it adds a pop of color without it being super, super overwhelming, and there's still plenty of room to plan and do other things in there. So skinny washi is, yeah, it's my friend. It's my friend. Now you can see one right here, but pen holders, they are great for any planner. I really feel like it is great to have. They stick on really good. I put my original one right, I don't know why I did that, right here. It was dumb. Don't do that. In the back is the best place to put it, in my opinion. You probably could put it in the front and flip it, but in the back, it really stays firm because you're normally laying everything down on this direction. So, and then your pen is safe and secure with you, especially if this does live in your purse. You don't want to have to dig this out and then dig for a pen. You just want them together in harmony, ready to go. Normally the pen holders, I think this one was $4.99. I bought it at Michael's. They do sell them. I've used a lot of them, so I like to keep extra on hand because anytime I switch a cover or do anything like that, I got to put a new pen loop on. But I believe that this one was $4.99. You might get two in it, so it's a great value also for that. All right, and lastly, I did a video on this a long time ago. I think Happy Planner has since released a budgeting extension pack for your mini. But for those of you who like to track expenses, these are half sheet expense trackers for your classic size. I literally just took it and trimmed it down, and it fits absolutely perfectly with inside this planner, and it is great to grab and put back inside your other planner, whatever it might be. But it's a great way to keep track of expenses on the go for budgeting purposes, especially if you're like me and you like to spend money and you need all the help you can get. I always keep some of these in my mini and in my budgeting tool and everywhere I can because these really help keep me on track if there is a track to stay on. I'm really not very good at budgeting, people. I need to watch some more budgeting tips. But these are great to have with you. So literally all you're going to do, you can find these. I think Joann's has some. I think Michael's has some. I know Joann's has some. They might not look exactly like this. These might be sold out, but it's going to be similar. So it's going to have the same general idea. And literally I just took them from the bottom and cut them, and it's good to go. And you only have to cut 2 sheets from the bottom. So if you are looking for that, you just cut basically 2 little hole pops in. It's really easy to track because they have, there's 2 less on the mini. So, and it fits great in there. So that's all you have to do is just trim them a little bit. And then you can use the small pieces if you want to add those to the bottom too, just to keep going. But I never do. I just normally throw them away. Or I use them for scrap paper or whatever I might need to do. So, but great way to keep it. So all in all, to recap, these are the accessories I feel like you cannot live without. Look at that. Look at all those accessories. Look at all that fun. So these are the mini accessories I would recommend getting. I think all of these should still be sold at all the major locations. They might not be the exact same ones that I have here, but you're going to find a different variation of them, and you should be able to find everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will buy some of these accessories and enjoy them. And whether it's for Happy Planner or not, you can find a way to use all these types of accessories regardless of what mini planner you have. But I hope you enjoyed this Mini Monday and cannot wait to see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. And before I forget, click the link on the screen to go see more videos about Mini Monday videos. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.